because we're going backwards. Oh yes, we're going backwards. Now we have the trinomial, and we're trying to get it into two binomials. I see. We got to figure out what we would have FOILed to get this. The way we're going to do that is going to require a little bit of trial and error sometimes. Let's take a look. X squared plus 7x plus 12. Well, to get x squared, there's only one way I know how to do that, and that's x times x. Well, now we have to figure out two things. Two numbers to multiply to get 12 that will also add to get 7. Okay? Two numbers to multiply to get 12 that would also add to get 7. Let's take a look at a couple numbers. 12 can be 1 times 12. It could be 2 times 6. It could be 4 times 3, and so forth. Okay? So this will work. Which two of these numbers will add to get 7? These will. Fine. So let's see if it works. 3 and 4. Now take a look and make sure you did it right. So do FOIL or box method to make sure that when you multiply these binomials that you do get this. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. 3 times x is 3x. Well, that's 4x and 3x, which is 7x. And of course, 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, so we factored one. Let's try another one. All right, let's take a look at another one. X squared plus 11x plus 30. Again, we're basically essentially doing FOIL backwards. And what we need to do is find two binomials that will multiply to get x squared plus 11x plus 30. Again, x squared. Well, I only know one way to get that. That's x times x. Now I'm looking for two numbers to multiply to get 30 that will also add up to get 11. And I think you can probably think about what that is. That's right, 6 and 5. Let's say you didn't know that. Let's start with 1. 1 times 30. Not going to make it. 2 times 15. That also multiplies to get 30, right? Not going to make it. 3 times 10. That does not add up to make 11, but it does get 30. And then we have 4 times anything to make 30? No, 4 times nothing makes 30. So 5 times something to make 30 times 6. Okay, 5 times 6 makes 30. 5 plus 6 makes 11. Great. 5 and 6. It's plus and plus. That makes it really easy. And so let's make sure that when we do FOIL, we do get this term here, this polynomial here. X times x is x squared. X and 6, when you multiply, you do get 6x. 5 and x, when you multiply, you get 5x, which does equal 11x. And over here, you do get 30 as well. Okay, so yes, we worked it out. It still works. So our answer is x plus 5 times x plus 6 is the factor or the factors of x squared plus 11x plus 30. Now we're having fun. Step it up, right? I know, you're right. Those were easy. Plus signs, both of them had x squared. X squared was the first term. That's easy. Let's do another one like this. Binomial times binomial. I only know one way to get x squared again. We're going to step this up later on down the road, but right now, x squared, when the coefficient of the first term is 1, it's not really a tough game here. X times x equals x squared. That is clear. This is a plus sign, this is a negative sign. So what that really means to me is that I have to do negative times a negative. Okay, because a negative times a negative is a positive. A negative plus a negative, when we do that and combine like terms, is going to be a negative. So you're going to have it set up like that. Okay, when you have a plus and a minus here like that. Okay, so 6. How can I get 6 by two numbers multiplied that also add to get negative 5? Okay, look, probably 1 times 6. Okay, 1 times 6 is 6. Is there a way that we can use these two numbers to get 5 if one was positive or negative? No, unfortunately not. How about 2 and 3? 2 and 3. 2 and 3 can multiply to get 6. 2 and 3 can add to get negative 5. Yes, okay. So that means we're looking for negative 2 and negative 3. Let's check it out. X times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. Negative, let's hold your thought there, okay? Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Combine that together and you get negative 5x. Great. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. So this is our answer, x minus 2, x minus 3. All right, here we go again. Again, when we have the first term being a coefficient of 1, this does not make the job terribly difficult because there's only one way to get x squared, which is x times x. All right, so now we have two negative signs. Oh dear, what shall we do? Okay, well, when you get a negative over here, that means you're multiplying two numbers that will equal a negative. So that means a positive times a negative equals a negative. Truth. Okay, now let's find two numbers that will multiply to get negative 28 that will add to get negative 3. How are we going to do that? Let's see. You want to start with 1? 1 times 28, there's no way you'll get 3. 2 times 14, good luck. 3 times nothing, good luck. 4 times 7. Oh yes, 7 and 4 do get 28. 7 and 4, we could find a way to get negative 3. Okay, so these two work. Which one's going to be negative? We need a negative 3. Now, the challenge is, where does the 7 go and where does the 4 go? Well, you want to get a negative 3, so you want to get a negative answer here, and so you want to have the bigger number being negative. You could do trial and error and flip it back and forth, or after a while you just figure out how this kind of works here. Okay, let's double check that we have our answer correct. X times x is x squared, cleared. X times negative 7, negative 7x. 4 times x, 4x. What do you get when you add this together? Negative 3x, clear. 4 times negative 7, negative 28. Okay, so this does work. And these are our two factors of x squared minus 3x minus 28. Okay, well, we got to eventually put a coefficient in the front here to make it a little bit more exciting, don't you think? Yeah, me too. So now we have a polynomial that we need to factor, but the first term, the coefficient is not 1, which does make it a little bit more complicated. Let's see what we can do though. Let's see, so binomial times a binomial. When we do FOIL, we're trying to get this here. That's the name of the game. So there's only one way I know how to get 2x squared, which is 2x times x. It's the only way to get 2x squared. Okay, so now we have to get a positive 6, and this term's negative. A negative times a negative is a positive, and then when we add negatives together, we'll get a negative. So now we just got to figure out the two numbers that will multiply to get 6. So 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Is there anything else that multiplies to get 6? Is 3 times anything? Back to 2. And then 4 times anything? No. 5 times anything? No. So this is it. 1 and 6 or 2 and 3. The question is, where do they go? Let's try 1 and 6 this way. Fine. 2x squared. That's a negative 12x minus an x denied. Okay, try 6 and 1 then. Okay, we have 2x squared. We have negative 2x, negative 6x does not equal negative 6, does not equal negative 6x denied. Okay, fine. So now we're down to 3 and 2, or 2 and 3. Let's figure out which one works. 2, 3. Will that work? That gets negative. We're trying to get negative 7. So that gets negative 6 and a negative 2, which is not negative 7. Denied. Switch it up then. Fine. Let's make this one 2. Say goodbye. And this one 3. Fine. Start from the beginning. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Does that equal negative 7x? Indeed it does. So we found a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so one more time. There's this FOIL to get this polynomial. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. When you combine those like terms, you do get negative 7x. And negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. The end. I know what you're thinking. This is bullshit. But no, it's not. It's algebra. And is it a challenge? And again, I was not the inventor of this wonderful art, science, math, whatever you want to call it. I was just the messenger. They told me, and I accepted it, and now I'm telling you, and you can accept it if you choose to, and or you cannot. Either way, it's going to be here. It's not going anywhere. We can't run from it. I already tried, but then I'm glad I didn't run because now I'm having fun. Hello.